Also, by the way, I'm Kobe, and I'm a 300 level medical student. And today I'll be sharing how to ease the UTME, well, the medical student perspective, right? So yeah, that's what I'm sharing with you today. So biology is a very fragile course. As it can be so easy if you look at it, and it can also be so hard if you look at it. So it's all perspective, and it's based on the nature of the subject. So today I'll show you how top scorers aced biology in the UTME. So, but before we get into the video, but one thing about the fragility of biology is because of at times when you're solving or when you're approaching questions in the exam, you might feel like the questions are too easy, and when the result comes out, instead of getting something like a 90, right, you're going to end up finding yourself around the age of 75, 74. So those are surprising scores that top scorers face, right? But don't. But that's part of what I'll address today and later in the video. But before moving to the video, I'd like to indulge you to please subscribe and like the video, and if possibly comment. All of this supports the channel, helps us reach out to more audience and help the channel grow, and it means a lot to me, right? So it's just to click, it's just a button away. All right, so into the video. So my experience as taking the gem was that during my own time, during my own from my own prep, I used just essential textbook, and I read it when I was on like SS2 or SS3, and when I finished it in that time, biology was a whole lot easy for me that time, and I've carried that mindset to solve a lot of past questions. And to be honest, I've always found myself within the range of 71 and 72, right? And I never exceeded that level. And I observed it in other friends of mine too. So the things that I will see the questions that it's like I'm going to get 100 in this, get a 95 or 90 or 89 at least in something in the kind of exam like this, but I don't end up getting it. So yes, what I had to do now for this video, I approached some of my classmates who are fellow medical students, and those ones that scored above 80 in their biology, those that scored almost 90 in their biology, right? So to share the method they use to prep, and you're surprised how basic and very direct it is. So you don't have to very direct. All you have to do is just to put in the work, right? So here's it. So the first thing is the resources that you have to use. Three resources I channeled down from asking these guys questions include what? Number one, college biology, UTME, and modern biology, right? Essential biology has a twist to it, but these two textbooks, UTME college biology and modern biology, are top textbooks that I recommend for prepping for JAM, and the past questions include JAM remix. So I'll break this method into very simple. So you can either choose Udodome college biology or modern biology, then strictly use syllabus, right? Strictly use syllabus. Although most of the syllabus is like literally is like the entire textbook, but just ensure that whatever you do, ensure you're following the syllabus. You want to ensure you channel down all the energy you have towards what is important, right? So now, how do you approach using this method? Number one is, right, you want to pick a topic according to what's in the syllabus, perhaps evolution. Complete the topic evolution, and then move into JAM remix past question. The topics are already aligned according to the past questions. And some questions under evolutions, right? And once you're done with that, you move on to the next topic. Very basic, very simple, very direct, right? So pick up a question, pick up a topic, read it in college biology or modern biology, and answer a lot of past questions in JAM remix, or if you can lay your hands on online past questions, or the normal basic past questions we have around now, right? If you can attempt randomly from 1995 to the current day, just find the question, every question under evolution, solve them and answer them. So such will help you ensure that you master that topic, right? Yeah, so that's for that. So that's how you pick every other topic in the syllabus, move through the textbook, then straight to the past questions. But Jam Remix past questions is what I recommend the most because it has a lot of it's very powerful, right? Jam Remix past question is very powerful. It's the questions have already been aligned according to topic, so it really help you a lot, right? So another thing I've observed about the Jam UTME is that if you have a solid understanding of plant biology, you can't say be tricked in the exam. That's one of the places where people get flicked or thrown off balance during the test. So once you have a solid understanding of plant biology, it will really boost your score a lot. It will really boost your score a lot, right? So yeah, and these textbooks are very explanatory in this aspect. So plant biology. So before I move on, I want to ensure I touch the part of why biology is so fragile in jam. At times, whenever we're answering past questions, we can get excited. Whenever we're answering questions in jam, we can get excited. If it's not excited, you can feel overwhelmed that the question is too tough. Whenever you're approaching biology, specifically biology, you want to ensure that you are solving the past questions as logically and as logically as possible, right? You want to avoid involving emotions, right, in while solving biology past questions. Trust me, you don't need that. I'm sure you want to be fast, right? That's good, but yet even if you're fast, ensure that you're not involving emotions. You're not assuming that you know a question that would have required you to think a little bit extra for you to get. So this will help you maximize your score, right, and help not to miss the essential details that will help boost your mark. So in the subject. So that's that. So ensure you have a clear state of mind. Don't let emotions be involved. Even if the question is tough or not, ensure you think clearly through it as possible and choose your answer. That will help you to avoid making mistakes, right? Otherwise, yeah, I think that sums everything up for biology. Biology, yeah. The preparation is actually very direct and easy. Like I said, number one, if you go through the textbook, solve the questions in Jam using Jam Remix, right? After you're done with Jam Remix, you can pick if you find any other past questions online, right? You can use them, right? So that will help boost your understanding of the subject. Another thing again I would like to mention is that every once in a while it's good to go back to the textbook, right? Go back to the textbook and review what you've already solved. It will help you to recall or remember what you've forgotten. For example, if you've forgotten a particular terminology in biology, if you can't recall it again, you have to go back to the textbook to check for it again. So once in a while, going back to questions you've already or topics going back to topics you've already done to review certain things that you might already be starting to forget, right? So that might also help you a lot. So once in a while, go back and forth between topics you've done. Keep a clear mind. Keep a clear mind of what you're doing, and you'll be fine. Keep a clear mind. Approach every question as logically as possible. Don't let emotions or anxiety get involved, and you'll be fine. Yeah. So see you in the next video. Bye.